Hello and welcome to another live stream. This is going to be a little bit different. I since I posted the video last time that I posted the video, I got sick from my stomach. It was a very bad time on Wednesday. I ended up getting hospitalized, and since then I haven't had any energy to be in the computer or to just like post or watch the JW broadcasting or the convention because I just for some reason I just feel weak since I went to hospital. This is not a great start, but this isn't gonna be a long live stream either, and that's why you need that's why because I right now I'm very weak. I am very anxious. I'm very afraid because I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on in my stomach. We've already checked with doctors. They haven't found an ulcer yet, but they think it may be an ulcer. But I've gotten some X-rays and all that stuff, all except an endoscopy, and they hasn't shown up. So for some reason, I'm just so weak, and I'm very afraid. So I thought, instead of just being in bed all the time and just freaking out or try not to freak out, because I am sick and I am afraid, I thought, why not just do a little live stream to get our heads off things, just a chill little live stream where we can just chat, we can just have a good time, and we can just watch how Jehovah's Witnesses believe Abraham behaved. Because Jehovah's Witnesses believe pretty much every person in the Jehovah's Witness, I mean, not in the Jehovah's Witness, but in the Bible, was pretty much a proto Jehovah's Witness. You know, if you went up to them in the wild, you would be able to, like, they will shake your hand twice, going twice down, like every Jehovah's Witness, and all that shit. So so they think Abraham was basically not just one of Jehovah's Witnesses, but governing body member himself. Pretty much, because he was leading the people. So thanks so much, Queen of Flatulence. Hope you start feeling better soon. Me too. Me too. I was, man, it was really bad. I just been in and out of hospitals. I've been taking a look at by like 4 different doctors. I feel fine. It's just I just feel very weak all day. It doesn't matter what I eat. It doesn't matter what I drink. I just feel very weak all day. And even though I don't have like low blood pressure or like blood, when I'm pooping or anything, I still have a lot of weakness. So I'm just worried about that. And honestly, it's consuming my life. I feel like I haven't thought of another thing for a week now, because I am very worried. I have one of those things where I'm very afraid of getting sick. I hadn't been hospitalized since I was 9, and they took my how do you call it, the thing that inflammates my appendix. They took up my appendix, and that was the only time that I've been hospitalized. I was 9. I was a kid. I was in junior high school. I was a completely different person. Are you missing vitamins like B12, iron, vitamin C, etc.? I mean, I don't think that I would have been drinking like Powerade and all of those things uh, to 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 uh, to get like all of those serums to like get you back on track. But maybe, I mean, maybe I am missing vitamins. I don't know. I have an appointment with a doctor after this. Thank you so much, Blind Dave, for 5 big ones. Canadians. Hope will feel better, bro. Thinking of you. Thank you so much. This is for me. I don't want to keep talking about this because this is for me to get distracted, not and to have a good time. So let's play already. It's been 4 minutes already. So let's play already.
Abram. Dinner's almost ready. Please tell Shem.
We'll be right there, Mom.
Well, Abram, before we go in, let me tell you the rest. I was just a young man back then. After Jehovah gave my father the command to build the ark, it took decades to complete.
I love how misogynist Jehovah's Witnesses are, even with these kinds of stuff. Like they're just a voice of a woman. We don't even see the woman, right? They're just a voice of a woman, and the woman is like, "Hey, can you come in? Food's ready. I'm done working." And Abraham is like, "Ah, that bitch don't know shit. Like, I'll tell you a story first. How about it sounds like the food's not ready, and the most important thing is for me to tell you a story. So, just joining in. Sorry you feel bad. Is it possibly Lyme disease? I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. The doctors haven't even said that, so I have no idea. I don't know."
Then we had to gather food and all the animals. We had no idea how long we would be inside. But when Jehovah closed the ark's door, we were ready.
So were you scared?
Abram, I know you're just a boy, but things have happened to you that have scared you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was older than you, but I was still scared. When we were building the ark, people thought we were crazy. And then, just like Jehovah said it would, it happened.
Sorry. I am muted. Yeah, I'm muted. I'm loading. Yes, I am. Listen, I'm sick. All right? I'm sick. I'm sick. That's why. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I'm a communist. Mexico is supposed to be a country with free healthcare. I supposed to have the right of free healthcare, right? But I live in a tiny country in the middle of nowhere, right? I mean, not in a tiny country, in a tiny city in the middle of in the middle of nowhere, governed by a really bad party that has eviscerated medical health in the I'm sorry, I'm still addressing this, that has eviscerated medical health in the whole state. In fact, the first time I went, we drove to the hospital, and it's marked as a hospital, but it's not a hospital. It's a health center. That's it. They diminished the from hospital, from full-on fledged hospital to just health center. So they had no studies, they had barely any medicines, they had pretty much nothing for me. I had the only alternative was a hospital that was 45 minutes away, or to pay for healthcare. So I just I had to pay for healthcare, but I wouldn't have had to pay for healthcare if we lived in a proper communist society with free healthcare, the rights that I'm supposed to have as a Mexican. I'm so pissed because honestly, like I've been spending, like, obviously I don't spend as much money as people in the United States. Don't think that I'm complaining about money, but I shouldn't be spending any money at all. Like, I'm sick, I'm tired, and I still have to worry about money. What the fuck is that? Like, at least I shouldn't be worried about that shit. Like, anyway. I was like, don't you guys love how Abraham is telling the flood story to this kid? when Abraham like didn't know necessarily about the
Only 8
story,
were
he didn't
saved.
have the Bible.
My parents, my brothers, and our wives. We are living proof that Jehovah's word never fails. Jehovah promised my father that he would never again destroy all life with a global flood. I want you to know I was scared, but I know to trust Jehovah.
I
When
will, Andy.
Jehovah promises something that we've never seen, it takes a special quality to believe it. Do you know what that quality is?
Faith.
Yeah, I think I changed it. I think since I muted I muted the microphone because I can just mute the microphone over here because I got a phone call, right? And then I think the StreamYard just freaked out and they're like, this microphone's not working. I'm going to switch to the next one. But you know, I should be in the right microphone already.
Abram and Sarai lived in Ur, a city full of people who worshipped pagan gods. But like Noah and Shem, Abram and Sarai worshipped Jehovah.
Abram. Abram, go out from your land and from your relatives and come into the land that I will show you.
Is this a new JW drama, whatever they call it? I think so. I think we already even watched it over here, probably on stream. I don't know. I just wanted to do a live stream and to just see you guys and just, you know, just chat a little bit and get a little bit distracted and just, you know, fool around the way that we usually fool around and joke around the way that we usually joke around. So, you know, I'm sorry if we already watched it. You feel free to skip this. This is literally just the effort of a sick person to stop thinking about the disease that has been obsessing him for the last week. So, you know, if you want to skip it or something, that is totally fine. Don't worry about it. I will get better. I will post more videos later. I just don't know when. And that gets me very worried. That's it, though. Thank you so much. Hey, for 10 big ones, anyone morally against communism just doesn't know what it is. PSA, read the book. It is only 4 pages long and it's available online. Feel better, Danny. The red book of communism. It has a lot of things that are wrong. It counts part of the people that counts as the people who died from communism are all of the fuck it. You know, this live stream is not gonna be monetized. Soviets were really good at killing Nazis. They were really good. If it wasn't because of Soviets, we would still have them around. We would not, like, we won the war against them, not because of the United States, but because of the Soviets. And in the little red book of communism, like they tell you that, you know, all of those people are the fault of communism. All of those people died because of communism. Well, yeah, they don't tell you it's a good thing. Communism and giving power to the state will not create another new ruling class, a la Bolsheviks, as long as we are the state. That is the difference. People see the state right now ruled by the bourgeoisie, and they think, oh, if the state was everything we would have, then it would be horrible. But they don't realize that in communism, you are the state. Proper communism means necessitates a proper democracy, like proper democracy. At the end of the day, that's what Marx was talking about when he was talking about the dictatorship of the proletariat. The dictatorship of the proletariat, because the proletariat are most people, and therefore the dictatorship of the proletariat is, guess what? Real democracy.
Where will we live? We'll be so far away from our family.
I have every confidence that if we do what Jehovah asks, that things will turn out fine.
Well, wherever it is, I will be right.
Also, we need the state to keep Jehovah's Witnesses and all of these horrible, damaging cults from thriving and all of that stuff. Like, you need a state to control like the people who are making it bad for everybody else.
Your side. There is nothing I wouldn't sacrifice for Jehovah.
I know.
Abram and Sarai left Ur. They lived in Haran for some time, but Jehovah told Abram to keep moving. Living in tents was not easy, but the caravan gradually settled into a routine of travel.
Congratulations on the new president. She's good, but she's not good enough.
Abram's nephew Lot was like a brother to him. But as their flocks grew large, tension grew between their groups.
Please, there should be no quarreling between me and you, for we are brothers. Is not the whole land available to you? Please, separate from me.
Like, guys, come on, guys. This guy has less energy right now in this drama than I do. I'm sick. I've been sick for a week. Why is Abraham talking like this? Like, Abraham is supposed to be like this strong person, but Jehovah's Witnesses always portray like Abraham and all of these people like proto Jehovah's Witnesses, and proto Jehovah's Witnesses are just like bland bread, like a bland piece of bread, like a bland piece of bread that is like, I am Abraham, and surely we can get to another. Like, what the hell? Like, what? So Abraham shown him for the rest of his life as Joe wanted. Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, exactly. They just had a little misunderstanding because like Lot, may have impregnated their daughters, but that was just because they worded him. That's it. He was still good.
If you go to the left, then I will go to the right.
Though it must have hurt their hearts, they agreed to part ways. Lot moved east to the district of the Jordan, where the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah were located. After Lot had gone, Jehovah made a promise about Abram's future.
Raise your eyes, please, and look from the place where you are, to the north and south, east and west, because all the land that you see, I will give to you and your offspring as a lasting possession. And I will make your offspring like the dust particles of the earth.
Years later, they just, wow. Like, why did they even have that transition? Why can't you show that it's years later? Because maybe like you look at, like, you focus on Abraham, right? And then you transition to a shot where Abraham is like a little bit older. And you see like Abraham has black hair and now Abraham has gray hair. And then you understand that it's a few years later. But no, they're like, no. That sounds creative though. How about we just put it in a little text box and be done with it. See, he has slightly gray hair. They could have done that shot.
Abram, do not fear, Abram. I am a shield for you. Your reward will be very great.
Sovereign Lord Jehovah, what will you give me, seeing that I continue childless?
Look at this. Like, listen. I'm going to tell you something. I had a pretty like bad process where my stomach was hurting the most anything has ever hurt in my whole life for 15 hours straight, right? 15 hours. And I begged the doctor who, like after like 12 hours, 13 hours, when I was already at the hospital, I begged the doctor with much more energy and passion than Abraham, who's supposed to be like a healthy 60-year-old man and, you know, super excited that God is talking to him. I begged the doctor just to put me under. Just, you know, he didn't even put me under, by the way. I just begged the doctor to put me under because the pain was just so bad. So I'm like, can you please just put me under for like at least like a little bit so I have a break for it, right? I mean, a break of it. This guy, what? He's supposed to, like, if God had come here, are you kidding me? I would have like fallen all the way down and be like, please, please fix me. Please, I beg you, God. Like, why are people just so bored? Like, I swear to God, like, I thought, well, you know, I'm gonna be low energy in this one or whatever, but at least, you know, we're gonna watch the drama and it's gonna get better. It's not though. Like the drama is even more low energy than me.
Go outside. Look up, please, to the heavens and count the stars, if you are able to do so. So your offspring will become.
Later, Jehovah changed Abram's name to Abraham, which means father of a multitude. He also changed Sarai's name to Sarah, which means princess. Every day, these new names would remind them of Jehovah's promise. And Jehovah didn't stop there. He sent 3 angels to reassure Abraham with even more good news.
Oh my God, again. These angels are not supposed to shine. Angels are supposed to be scary. Angels are supposed to look like this whole bunch of like wings and all that stuff. And they're supposed to be scary. That's why angels usually's first words, they are to be not afraid, because they look scary as fuck. But Jehovah's Witnesses are like, nah, they just shine a little bit in an effect that's gonna look like worse than it ever looked in Hercules.
Within the year, he and Sarah would have a son. But they also brought other news. Through one of the angels, Jehovah said,
"The outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is indeed great, and their sin is very heavy.
Will you really sweep away the righteous with the wicked? Suppose there are 50 righteous men within the city. Will you then sweep them away? And not...
Abraham, shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Abraham. In this drama, Abraham is scared. Because remember, like Jehovah, or like the word, the God of his God, Yahweh, in back then, he was a warrior God. He liked killing people. He was the God of the armies, right? So Abraham in the Bible multiple times is like, God, listen, please forgive me. Please, 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 please forgive me for what I'm about to ask. But what if there's like 100 good people, and then he keeps going down, right? Like he keeps being like, God, please don't be mad. Please don't be mad. Let me just ask one more question. How fast does the players speed the video? Can we do 3x? Yes, definitely. And in this one, he's just being like, but God, what if
not pardon the place?
What if there was somebody who did it, who was fine? Would you destroy them? Jesus Christ, Abraham! Like,
For the sake of the
why do I have more energy than you?
50 righteous who are inside it? It's unthinkable of you. Will the judge of all the earth not do what is right?
If I find in Sodom 50 righteous men in the city, I will pardon the whole place for their sake.
Please hear I presume to speak to Jehovah, whereas I am dust and ashes. Suppose if 50 righteous should lack 5. Because of the 5, will you destroy the whole city?
Abraham knew that the judge of all the earth always does what is right. But knowing and trusting are 2 different things.
I will not destroy it for the sake of the 20.
Jehovah, please do not become hot with anger, but let me speak just once more. Suppose only 10 are found there.
I will not destroy it for the sake of the 10.
Look, even the angel is a little bit bored. I would not destroy for the sake of the 10. Oh my God. Why does the angel look like Travis Kelce? I don't know what that guy is. But yeah, exactly. Like, what did all the money sent for these studios? I think money laundering is involved. I don't think so. I think they're just, look, I'm sick. I'm just gonna shoot some shots over here. You guys probably know Lloyd Evans, right? I'm not gonna, tell you what to think about Lloyd Evans. I barely think of Lloyd Evans, right? But I'm just gonna make a comparison. Now, Lloyd Evans has made long videos that he calls documentaries, right? And those videos, they don't really have like good audio. They're basically just a scripted video that he filmed outside, and he thinks that is what a documentary is. Now, I'm not gonna say whether or not that is a documentary. I don't know. I'm an idiot, right? What I do know is that his documentaries really don't look far worse than any other proper documentary that I have ever seen, right? Like everything is just, and I think it's because Lloyd has never gotten better at filmmaking. Like it's just he doesn't have like this thrive of oh, I'm just gonna get better angles, I'm gonna get better shots, I'm gonna set up the lights a different way, and I'm gonna transition from this shot to another shot. He just films stuff, right? It feels very, very, very uninterested in cinematography. And I feel the Jehovah's Witnesses are pretty much the same way. They don't seem that interested in cinematography. They seem to think that if they can make a drama where people are just talking Jehovah's Witness stuff, not even biblical stuff, but Jehovah's Witness stuff, they don't have to worry about shots, they don't have to worry about color grading, they don't have to worry about pacing, they don't have to worry about scripts, nothing, absolutely nothing. The thought starts and ends being like, how about we film a bit of Abraham, and then we just get a volunteer that kind of looks like Abraham to pretend to be Abraham, and then just say lines, not even act, just like repeat the lines that we have written here. That's why I think it's just, it's very boring, because it lacks any creative any creative just any creativity, actually. I wanted to know how else to tell that sentence, but yeah, it just lacks creativity. That's it. It doesn't have any interest in filmmaking.
I have seen in my life that everything that Jehovah promises always comes true. Throughout your life, have full confidence Jehovah will always do what is right.
And that is the first part. Let's watch the second part, because obviously the second part is still around, and we're gonna
1 year ago,
properly.
Jehovah told Abraham something that seemed impossible. His wife Sarah would have a son.
Our son, Isaac.
Sarah's miraculous pregnancy and Isaac's birth were proof that Jehovah's word always comes true.
Is this too fast? Because I feel this is just right. Like this feels normal, even though it's 50% faster. So let me know if this is too fast, because I do listen to videos like, a little bit faster than normal.
As the rains came down,
It really, for a second, it really sounded like, I can show you the world. Like, let's see. Can we get it?
It comes true.
I can show you the world. Like they just went up one note, because otherwise it would have been copyrighted.
As the rains came down, there they were, 8 souls, safe on the ark. Jehovah protected Noah's family. That's why we're alive today. And you know, that's not the only time. There have been many things that seem scary. But Jehovah always makes sure his promises come true. Think how he helped to protect your mother when Pharaoh wanted to take her as his wife. Think how he sent angels to save Lot. Remember, he caused your birth. I'm your father, but Jehovah's your father too.
Remember, he caused your birth. I am your father, but Jehovah is your father too. Why? I don't think if I had a son, I would ever be like this bored talking to him, especially when it's supposed to be like the most important part of his life.
You are part of his purpose, Isaac. Hard things are going to happen. But remember, we can always trust Jehovah.
Because he always keeps his promises.
That's right. Remember the promise Jehovah made to our family? I will give to you and to your offspring after you the land in which you lived as a lasting possession, and I will be their God. Come here.
Hard things did happen, even in this spiritual household.
Even in this spiritual household, see, like they want you to think that Abraham and Sarah and all of the people around them, they were basically, again, Jehovah's Witnesses. That's it. They were basically Jehovah's Witnesses. So that's why they say spiritual household, because, you know, that is Jehovah's Witness stuff. For that Jehovah's Witness talk for everybody in my house is a Jehovah's Witness and has raised me as a Jehovah's Witness.
This wasn't just a sibling rivalry. Ishmael's abusive behavior had broken Sarah's heart.
Please, please.
Ishmael was this originally. Ishmael had was the slave of Abraham, because Abraham just had slaves. He was cool like that back then. Jehovah's people were to have slaves, and when Sarah couldn't give Abraham children, Sarah was like, just have sex with the slave. It's fine. Just get the slave prego, and you'll have children like that. I mean, the slave is our property, so you can just you can put a baby in her whenever you want, because she's basically yours. She's your thing, right? So Abraham did, but then God was like super miraculous, and then gave Abraham Isaac, which, by the way, is my second name, just FYI. And then when that happened and Isaac started to grow up, Ishmael's son started to be a little bit. I don't know if it was Ishmael the son or the slaves, but just the Bible will remove them very quickly. They're very small characters in the Bible. Anyway, Sarah starts to get jealous that that son of the slave is there, so she just makes a huge scene about it, and he's like, "Kick your slave out of here! Kick the slave with your son out of here." What?
Please.
What do you think Abraham will do?
Drive
a man of God
out that slave girl and her son.
Yes, this is my phone name.
Do not be displeased by what Sarah is saying to you about the boy and about your slave girl. Listen to her, for what will be called your offspring will be through Isaac. As for the son of the slave girl, I will also make a nation out of him, because he is your offspring.
Though it was hard, Abraham obediently sent Hagar and his son Ishmael away, trusting that Jehovah had his eyes upon them.
See? He was just like, yeah, you know what? Get the hell out of here. There you go. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, I know that this is supposed to be like your house and all that shit, but you're mostly just things. And now that I have like a proper kid, God wants to like favor this kid too. God tells me that, he'll take care of you guys. So, don't worry about it. Anyway, leave to the fields.
Abraham,
Here I am.
take, please, your son.
Imagine God calls on you. God calls on you, right? While you're doing something. Every time that happens in the Bible, people get, startled the way that I thought they would, right? They would be like, oh, they remove their sandals, they go down to the floor, they kneel down on Jehovah, because obviously Jehovah really cares whether or not you are wearing shoes or like the position that you're in. But no, in this, they're like, Abraham, yo, what's up? Like that's just their reaction.
Your only son whom you so love, Isaac, and travel to the land of Moriah and offer him up there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains that I will designate to you.
Let's go.
In the past,
Imagine you're in a toilet and get a call from God. That's what he was doing. Did you not see that he was kneeling down? What do you think he was doing? They didn't have toilets back then. It was just a hole in the ground.
Abraham had asked God questions about some of his judgments and decisions. But now, his friendship and trust in Jehovah had grown. He didn't ask anything at all.
You stay here with the donkey. The boy and I will go over there and worship and return to you.
Father,
Yes, my son.
here the fire and the wood, but where's the sheep for the burnt offering?
God himself will provide the sheep for the burnt offering, my son.
This is what the Bible says, and that always rubbed me the wrong way, because Abraham pretty much just lies to him, right? Abraham is not telling him, "Hey, you are the lamb. We're gonna kill you. That's the plan." He's just like, "Oh, we'll get a sheep in a bit."
Abraham, Abraham,
Here I am.
do not harm the boy. Do not do anything at all to him. For now I do know that you are God-fearing, because you have not withheld your son, your only one, from me.
This little story, it's supposed to be like a really nice story. It's supposed to be a really nice story about God and about faith and about, doing what you're supposed to do, blah, 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 blah. But it's actually a really bad story. It is, and it's not just a really bad story, but it breaks the concept of God that fundamentalists like Jehovah's Witnesses have. For Jehovah's Witnesses, God is this all-knowing, all-powerful being But in this drama, we are seeing how God is really not that. He's not an all-powerful being or anything. He had to send angels to look for good people where Lot lived before he destroyed all of those people, because he didn't know if there were good people. That's why the angel is like, yeah, no, man. Like if I find good people, like I won't destroy the people. Like that's not the job. It's just I just need to go and find them first, right? And then obviously in the original story, Abraham ties Isaac, which kind of makes you feel like maybe Isaac wasn't fully 1,000% into the idea, maybe. And then Abraham has to be just about to kill his own son for the voice that he's been hearing in his head, and for God to be like, oh, okay, you know what, you proved it. I just didn't know, and you proved it. This isn't what a loving God or even an all-knowing God would do, because an all-knowing God wouldn't need to torture his follower this much and ask for the only thing he had, like his son, just so he was sure that he was a good follower. Like what about all of the trauma? It's horrible. It's not a nice God. And that's what you read in the Bible. When you start reading the Bible properly, you realize that the Bible, especially at the beginning, the Abrahamic God, from the start of the Bible, he's kind of like a screwed up God. Like he does a lot of things that are really bad. Exactly. Shows God does not know the future. Now I know. Exactly. He said, now I know. If he had known, he would have been like, I knew all along.
And by means of your offspring, all nations of the earth will obtain a blessing for themselves, because you have listened to my voice.
Abraham and Sarah and Isaac all knew they could have full faith in Jehovah. His promises to them are promises to us.
And that is the whole Abraham drama. So as you can see, the whole drama is just a Jehovah's Witness retelling, and it's not even a good Jehovah's Witness retelling. It's a boring Jehovah's Witness retelling that kind of proves that the Jehovah that they worship, especially like the brand of God that they worship, is really based in this old God, old ancient warrior God in the Bible. I have this video talk where I go through the many gods in the Bible, and I go in depth on how Yahweh was supposed to be, this warrior God that was like angry and was not really associated with any creation or anything. He was associated with destruction. You can't have a warrior God who's also a creator. Like, why would you have that? But in the Jehovah's Witness stuff, they're like, no. Jehovah's Witness, Jehovah is a God, and he is the creator, and he is a warrior God. It's just he created in the world like this coliseum where life is perpetually killing itself for survival. And it's just God's way. God couldn't figure out a way to, like, what. You don't want kittens to die. God did. So that's just the world that God created. I thought Abraham was supposed to murder his son because God stole his apple. Oh, wait, that was Jesus. Yeah, honestly, like it's just really bad. But this used to be such a tender story for me when I was a believing Mormon. A story of humility and faith. Now it's just such a nearly cruel story, says Hitzrus. Yeah, exactly. When you're a Christian, or when you believe in the Bible somehow, this is always portrayed as like this beautiful thing that Abraham did, and oh my God, wouldn't we want to be Abraham? No, we wouldn't. No, we wouldn't. If a voice in your head tells you to kill somebody, you need to get therapy. You need to get therapy. Oh, the light just turned on. You need to get therapy. you're not supposed to do that shit. But yeah, we're just gonna cut the live stream short. I honestly, I just wanted to just chat with you guys, and I wanted to like make a video about it. Just I can't like concentrate properly in a video because it just I'm just very worried. You know, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's just a stomach thing. Like I've been talking to Jake. Like Jake has gone through like way worse stuff, you know, than I ever will. So you know, he's really helping me out because he's like, no, you know, it's if I made it, like you're gonna make it, and it's just I'm just really worried, and I'm just really poor. So if I don't like saying this, I don't like doing this, but rent day is tomorrow. So if you happen to want to give me whatever fell out of your pocket, and you know, no pressure, and whatever fell out of your pocket, and you wouldn't notice, and you're like, you know what, maybe this would help Danny, and if you could, you know, send it through PayPal or something, $1 or whatever, that would be fine. But if you can't, don't even worry about it. Again, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's just I am very, very, very worried. I don't know what to do. I am very scared because I'm just, this is just the way I am. You know, I already asked for an appointment with my psychiatrist as well, so I can deal with my anxiety better. I have to go back to the doctor in a bit. I'm just waiting for the interpretation of the studies that I just took. So yeah, guys, I've just wanted to let you guys know that I'm not gonna release a lot of videos right now. So far, at least in the foreseeable, you know, future, in this week, maybe next week. I don't know when I'll be back to be able to release full videos and like good videos and all that stuff. But thank you. Like I just wanted to chat with you guys because you guys are really like one of the best parts of my life. Just knowing that you guys are here and I can just chat with you and we can chat about Jehovah's Witness stuff and just connect and just forget about all of our problems, because I know you guys have problems. Like I know I'm not the only one with problems. I know you have problems too. So I just wanted to do what we usually do and just connect and just have a little fun time. Thank you so much, Shai. Franklin saying with 10 big ones. Oh, you look so fit. Oh man, I wish I had those shoulders. And thank you so much for positive ministries. Go for 5 big ones. Thank you so much for everyone, for everybody here, everybody given tell me nice things. You're gonna be okay, Danny. Take good care of yourself. Reassure yourself that at least the treatment process has started, so you're doing everything you need to be doing. Yes, that is a really good advice. Thank you so much. I need to keep that in mind. So thank you so much. And you know, I don't like to be corny or anything in videos, but I don't know, just if you're healthy or whatever, just do some healthy stuff, you know, just go on a walk, just appreciate life, because you never know when you're not going to be healthy. And believe me, I kind of wish I was out on the skateboard. I was just learning how to use a skateboard, and now I feel like too weak to even go outside, and that's just getting me depressed and stuff. So I don't want to complain more. I just want to say thank you for you guys being here, and I hope you guys are here when I'm feeling better, which apparently is taking a little bit longer than normal. But thank you guys, and thank you for chilling with me this afternoon. It was really good. I actually do feel a little bit better. So thank you guys.